Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Hopefully, you're always in a good conditions and always be happy with your beloved family at home. I'm Miss Lydia. Welcome to MMI Preschool Kelapa Gading IG Live. Okay, now let me see. Let's wait for the other viewers, yeah. Okay. Okay, now we're still in the pandemic situations. I want to remind all of you, don't forget to always take care of our health, maintain our immune systems, always follow the health protocols, wear a mask, wash hands, keep social distancing so we can protect ourselves and our family from the disease. Okay, this afternoon we have a special discussions with our special speakers. We'll have Miss Emma Kristanti from MMI Indonesia and also Miss Zarina Begum from MMI Academy and MMI Preschool Singapore. Today we are going to discuss about is online learning a good choice during these pandemic situations, especially for the young age, our preschoolers. Seeing the difficult situations during a pandemic like today, many parents think of postpone their children's educations because they feel that online learning is ineffective. Parents don't have much time to accompany their children to study from home, or maybe also to save their household financing. But in fact, that many parents forget the school or education is the basic need and priority that cannot be postponed. Education is a long-term investment which concerns the futures of the child, especially when it cannot rotate in the child's golden age phase from 0 to 5 years old. The children's development will be disrupted and delayed if the children have to postpone their school, including their fine motor skills, their gross motor skills, their cognitive, their behaviors, disciplines, social interactions, and others. So moms, even at home, children still need to learn regularly. We don't know exactly when the pandemic will be end. If parents didn't build a good study habit at home for their children, it can make children not motivated to learn when they return to school again. So, what kind of good study habits that we have to give to our children? Thus, online learning is one of the ways. Is it a good choice for the children? What are the benefits of online learning and what are some tips for the parents when they're dealing with the online learnings? Okay, later we'll discuss all of these problems, all of this with Miss Emma and also Miss Zarina. Now, Miss Lydia will invite our first speakers, Miss Emma from MMI Indonesia, to join with us. And once again, today I'm not going to be alone. Two speakers will accompany me later in a few minutes. And also moms or the viewers, you can also write their comments and the questions below to our related topics. Now, Miss Lydia trying to connect to MMI Indonesia with Miss Emma. Okay. Okay, once again, our topic today is about is online learning a good choice for our children? Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, Miss Lydia. Long time no
Hi.
see. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you? Still counting the
Very good.
days, 2 more days for the special days.
Christmas is
I
coming. You have to have the spirit.
Yeah. Okay, and also the New Year's. Okay, Miss Alma. Today our topic is about online learning. Is it a good
Mm-hmm.
choice during this pandemic situation? That as we know that the applications of online learning at home for many schools in Jakarta is the most appropriate preventive way to deal with the coronavirus, which has been increasingly recently. Of course, this online learning process is expected to keep children away from the possibility of being exposed to the coronavirus. This online learning process is not only applied by the primary school or secondary school, but also for the early childhood education level. So do we in here at MMI Preschool Kelapa Gading, we still apply for our online learning to our children?
Yeah,
So,
so we are going to talk about the online learning because somehow we see parents still, is it good or do I have to send my children to school or when will the pandemic be over? When can I send my children to the school? As we know, you mentioned already also the number of the positive case in Indonesia,
yeah,
especially in Jakarta,
increasingly.
still increase every day, every time. So we choose to still doing the online learning from home. So the teachers also teach from their house. Sometimes they come to the school to prepare the learning kit, right? And then we
Yes, correct.
send to the children so parents can also be with the children at home, accompany them to do this online learning. But how this online learning can be so effective? What is the tips and trick also you said before? We're going to discuss together. And as Miss Lydia already mentioned, we have other speaker here, the special one. She's coming from Singapore, Miss Zarina Bigam. She's one of the trainer also in Montessori in MMI Singapore. She's a Montessori trainer, teaching diploma students also, and she's coming also to each preschool to check this and that, see how the qualities of the school, of the learning. Yeah, so we have a special guest, Miss Lydia. Can we now invite Miss Zarina to come and join with us?
Okay, I will invite the Miss. Wait. Mhm. Okay. Okay, we're starting to connect. Okay.
Hi,
Hi.
how are
Hi. How are
you?
y'all? Thank
How
you.
are you, Miss
Hi,
Okay.
Miss
Zarina?
Lydia. Hi, Miss Emma.
Hi,
Thanks
nice
for
to meet
inviting
Hi.
me
you.
over.
Yes, this is a very good opportunity, Miss Lydia.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
Miss Zarina
Yes, of
here
course.
from,
Yes.
yeah, a representative from Singapore. We have you as representative from one of our preschool in Kelapa
Yeah.
Gading, me from MMI Indonesia. Three
Yes.
of us today we're going to discuss about the online learning.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this must be a very interesting discussion topic, Miss Zarina.
Sure.
Because here in Jakarta, like all of the preschool, all of the schools doing online learning as we're going, we want to, really press down the number of positive cases for coronavirus because
Yeah.
here the numbers increasingly like every day, every time. So we still have to take care of
Monitor the
ourselves.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, monitor the situation also. And how is Singapore?
Here, our conditions are quite good. I should say that COVID-19 safe management measures were put in place, and we have made good progression for further resumption of activities. And we have made good progression that our phase 3 will be starting from 28 December, where the safety measures are put in place and more activities are available, even to children, elderly, and the
Ah,
public.
Okay, so MMI preschool also already open ya, Miss Zarina?
Yes, yes. Our MMI preschools are or have been already operating since June, and we put safety measures in place. We
Yeah,
ensure
of
all
course.
the measures are taken note of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank God ya, Miss Lydia ya. At least Singapore can start already. So we are in Jakarta. Pray hard, yeah.
Yes, yes, of
Hopefully,
course. We are too
we
early.
can go. Yeah, we can go through it. Hopefully, 2021 we can also open for the children to
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
to school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our education ministry also, yeah, Miss, yeah, in Indonesia,
yeah.
our education ministry has also allowed school to open face-to-face learning in 2021 with maybe with some requirement that the school have to carry out, like have to preparing sanitation and hygiene facilities, like the toilet, washing place, and also disinfectant. And also the school have to get approval from the school committee and of course from the parents. And school also have to make sure that all school members have to wear masks. And also we have to equip a thermogun to check the body temperatures and also have an access to health facilities. And also the school also have to actively registering all elements of the school to map the potential for COVID transmissions. But in here in MMI Kelapa Gading, we don't know yet, Miss Emma. Hopefully the best. If you have to do the
Yeah.
online learning, we'll do the online learning.
Yeah, we are waiting for the best time to open the school also. And while we're waiting, we cannot do like sitting down doing nothing, right?
Yes.
We still have to do the best for our children. As
Yes.
we know, one of the way to keep them busy learning, keep them occupied with something that they can do, we do this online learning. Right, but Ms. Zarina, if we're talking about this online learning, we also have to mention about the importance of early childhood
Yes.
education.
Yes,
So,
yes, definitely.
what do you think? What is exactly the basis of this the existence of early childhood education?
So basically, first we need to understand what is early childhood education. Early childhood is a time of remarkable growth in brain development in children at its peak. It's at its peak, and during this stage is where children are highly influenced by their environment and the people that surround them. And early childhood development definitely supports a child's development from birth to the age of 6. Early childhood care and education it's more than just preparing the child for primary school education, or I should say elementary education for the child, and it aims to develop a child holistically in all areas such as social, emotional, cognitive, and physical needs of the child, in order to build a solid and broad foundation for lifelong learning and well-being of the child. And early childhood care and education, the possibility of nurturing, caring, capable, and responsible future citizens, I should say, about early childhood education. And this is the point where the intervention in early childhood addresses the 4 developmental domains in young children in a growing child, such as the physical development, cognitive development, linguistic and social-emotional development in young children. So as we discuss so much about early childhood, it is important that we understand why is early childhood so important.
Yeah,
Right, Ms.
yeah,
Emma?
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, both of you are also professionals in early childhood, and we have been always discussing about early childhood. So early childhood is very important because by the time a child reaches 5 years old, 90% of their brain has already developed, which means the progression from birth to school is the most important period in their lifetime. And
Okay, I do agree that one.
yes, and this is the point of time where children need the support from us adults, be it their parents, being the educators in the environment, in order for their development to occur appropriately, I should say. And early childhood education is a very important period because this is the point where the child learns how to interact with others, including his peers, including his teachers, including his parents, other people in the environment. And it is not just about learning basic skills, right? It's not just about, some people would take it, preschool, or they're just playing, or they just learn the basic skills, but it's so much more than that. So when we say early childhood, it's very important because this is a critical period where children learn their social and emotional skills, and they develop partnership with adults in the environment, such as their parent, the teacher. And when this is done successfully, it lays the groundwork for the child to continue to embrace lifelong learning.
Yeah. Actually, we can all highlight the sentence that this period, this golden years, is very critical.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we all can agree to that, Miss Lydia,
Yes, definitely.
Because Miss Zarina, a few months back, I think Miss Lydia and I also did one of the talk. You remember, Miss Lydia? We talk about how important is the period from 0 to 6.
Definitely.
We talk about the sensitive periods. We talk about the absorbable mind, and also it is not like they're coming to the school doing this early childhood education. It's not only the basic skill, but we really prepare them for the next life, right?
Yes, definitely.
So it's not only for the elementary or primary. It's
correct,
far beyond of it.
So when we talk about early childhood, we also have to understand what are the specific outcomes that we want our children to achieve, especially on what we expect them to achieve on their future. It relates to their future. So all outcomes, if you notice, all preschoolers who have attended preschool, who have gone through early childhood education, the outcomes have always been positive. And the importance shown by educators like us, I should say, the interest that we take in getting to know the students, finding out what is their interest and how to cater to these specific interests in children, I should say. It has really influenced them from day to day to build their trust in us. And research has always proven that when children are comfortable with the adult in the environment, with the educators, and especially when they build the trust around the people on the people who are around them, they learn more quickly and they learn more effectively. And not only us educators, but I believe parental involvement is also a very big component when we talk about this trust building, or I should say relation building process, where the child builds the trust in the adult in his environment. And it is also important for us educators to work with parents towards the success of a child. And I'm very proud to say that at this point of time, I'm very proud to highlight how our MMI preschools all around, we have been working closely with partners. We have been working closely with parents. How we build partnership with parents positively, and being it teaching children from home, when we do online teaching with parents, and even in school, I'm very proud to say that we take a lot of pride in partnership with our parents, and we have seen it echoing in our children's throughout our children's life.
I agree that sometimes parents maybe think like, I already sent my child to the school, so it's all it's school responsibility to make my child smart, this and that. But we forget that we need also parents as our partner, right? Definitely. You do offline or you do online, we still need parents to be with the child, work together with us educators here. So it's not like only school and the child, but we also need parents here. Maybe Miss Lydia, you can share also the experience of MMI Kelapa Gading working with parents in this pandemic situation.
Okay, during this, especially during online learning, Miss, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay, during online learning, our parent is very cooperative, Miss Zarina
Supportive,
also.
yeah.
They support, yeah, they are really support us. They know that the children's, this golden age of the children cannot be stopped. They
Yeah.
also continue in our, yeah, they always continue in our school, even though that maybe with like offline is only online is only 1 or 2 hours
Yeah.
per day.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
different like in offline. If offline we get 4
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 to
hours,
4
more
more
hours.
hours
hours.
with
Mm-mm.
children. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
3 to 4 hours. But the parents, we really proud to our parents also. Thank you so much to our parents for your support. And of course, yeah, like what you say, Ms. Zarina,
Mm.
good teaching occur when the parents, teachers, school, and also the
Work
children can work
together.
harmoniously
Yes.
together. Yeah, I
Yes,
Yeah.
agree with
definitely.
that. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so we can see that between us teachers, yeah, educators, and also parents, we have to like feel this close connection. We
The
have to
partnership.
connect, yeah, the partnership, connect to each other to help to be with our children. Because
Yes.
if we want to see this critical age, this critical period of age, we really need to be with them so they can construct themselves. They can
Yes, true.
they can explore the world. They can do whatever they want as long as that's for they development, something like that. Okay, so Miss Zarina, we already talked about our recent our parents in MMA preschool that
Yes.
we are so proud of them that they're very
They
supportive.
continue, yeah.
Yeah, they
Their
continue the
engagement with
school.
us.
Yeah, and also they trust the school,
Yes,
and that's
yes,
important. They
yes.
trust the curriculum that we have made. They trust the all the lesson plan, all the plan that we
Activities.
already, yeah, all the activities that we given to them. So now we want to talk like maybe some other parents still think,
Whether
are we going to send our child to the school? It's still pandemic. They cannot go to the school. They cannot have the hands-on learning. They still do the online learning. So how? Maybe we just postpone, or maybe we just
stop
I mean like
schooling.
stop schooling.
Yeah,
I mean it's
especially also maybe for the young age, yeah,
yeah,
Miss Emma,
it's
for
not
1 or 2 years
important.
old.
Yeah, we cannot see any positive in this learning, something like that.
They are
Maybe they
more
still,
worried, they're concerned.
yeah,
How will they handle
yeah.
this pandemic situation? At this point of time, definitely parents must remember that child development doesn't wait. The child is
Yeah.
still growing, the child is still developing, and they need that kind of stimulation in their environment. And it should not stop just because of the pandemic period. So at this point of time, maybe I would like to share how should parents respond to this pandemic. Should they continue to send their children to school or stop schooling? So
Yeah.
when we discuss about the benefits of school reopening and sending children back to school, there are so many positive points that parents may want to consider at this point of time, because they must also remember that stopping school has very clear negative impacts on child's health, being it the child's education, the child's development, and it even affects the family situation where the
Yeah.
child, the parent is unable to go to work. They have to make arrangements
Yes.
to care for the child,
Mm-mm,
and the
Yeah,
mm-mm.
child is
especially
constrained
working
within.
parents.
Yes, very true. The child is constrained in the environment, and definitely parents should consider the following benefits in sending children back to school, continuing their education. As it allows children to complete their studies, meaning they are following their development according to their age group. They are involved in activities, they are learning new skills, which brings them to the next level. And essentially, yes, parents are there to provide for the child. But educators and as professionals in early childhood, we are more aware of what the development should be like, and we are there to guide the development in young children. And as for the social and psychological well-being of children also, it is good to continue to send them to school, and especially during this period, parents will have the access to reliable information on how to keep themselves, their children protected and safe, especially when it comes from the school that actually runs for young children. And they will also reduce the risk of non-return to school. Right, like when parents have this trust, they believe that I should continue my child's education, I should let my child go to school. That would be lesser risk, and it benefits family situation where, like Miss Lydia shared, parents are able to go to work. They know that the teachers are there to take care of my child. My child is in safe hands, and my child is also, developmentally, he's educating himself. He's in a safe environment, well taken care by the educators.
Yeah. So, Miss Lydia, I think this is a very important thing that we should highlight, Miss Lydia, because sometimes Miss Zarina here in Jakarta, we try our best to come on, parents, send your child to school, because sometimes they feel like, my child is only 2 years old. You do online learning. What can they do? What can they do? They will just walk and run and leave the Zoom. So the teacher talk, but the child is not there anymore, something like that. So we prefer to stop the school. We will continue later on the next academic year. They said that. So we try to explain to them, to show them that we know that this online learning maybe cannot be like 100% success, but at least the stimulation, it's not
definitely
stop. Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
There are so many. There are as much as like how Miss Lydia shared, as much as we do it in classroom, online also, I won't say that it is totally negative or there are no benefits. There are equally same benefits that we today that we are here to discuss, to highlight to parents that what are the benefits they can expect from online learning for their child.
Yeah. So it is like we send the learning kit, we send the lesson plan, so parents also can see. Oh, today my child will be doing this kind of activity. And when it comes to the Zoom learning or Google Meet or some kind of online learning, and then they see that, oh, my child is not ready yet, my child is not interesting yet. So it's like a bell to the parents, like, okay, it's okay. I have the kits, I have the lesson plan. I will be doing this later in the afternoon with my child. So parents can also be a teacher at home.
Yes, definitely. I agree with the fact.
Since
Because
we are sending them the lesson plan,
in a child's environment, in fact, the first teacher are the parents. They set the tone, they set the atmosphere. It's from them. It's from them that the child start learning. In fact, learning starts from parents. In fact.
Yeah. So I think parents, you don't have to worry if you are sending your child to school. School will help you, definitely.
Yes.
Teacher will send anything that you need so you can be with the child. You don't have to worry. All the lesson plan, all the things you need, all the learning kit is there. You can just be with them and then do with them. And as a bonus, you get the bonding.
Yes, true.
Yeah,
because
true.
As we say about this online teaching at home, when children are engaged in this online learning process, the comfort of learning from home comes under the supervision of the adult. That means they are supervised either by the parent, they are supervised by the grandparent or helper. during this pandemic situation, many families, there are parents who have the privilege of working at home on flexible schedule, like what
Schedule,
Miss
yeah.
Emma had mentioned. And for stay-home parents, this learning online would be a great option, because you are at the same time when you are doing your work, you also know that your child is occupied. He's not wasting his time. He is also doing things, learning things online, and you are also there to support your child's learning throughout the day as much as you are engaged with your own work as well.
Yeah, yeah. So if coming to the question that is online learning a good choice, of course we can answer.
Of course, there
Of
are so many
course,
things to
yes.
answer.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, Miss Arina, how is online? I mean, like now Singapore is already open for you open the school already.
Yes, yes.
Kids can come to the
Yeah.
school. Parents also already sending
Yes.
the children to the school.
Yes.
But previously you did online learning also, right?
Yes, our online
How
learning
was it?
well prepared, well received by parents. In fact, they were very happy
Okay.
because our teachers had planned earlier what they are going to teach, and they had sent resources to parents before they
Okay.
do the online teaching with children. They even had morning songs, roll call with the
Ah.
children, and they have, when they presented the activities to children, and they already had preempt parents. What are the materials or what are the things they must prepare beforehand they watch the online lesson, so the child is ready for the online lesson. And there was a lot of bonding period between the child and the parent, because they worked together to prepare the material. And when the teachers conducted lessons online, they make sure they know what they are doing, they are prepared for any situation. Even like when Miss Emma said, oh, my child is not there in front of the screen, he runs away. When they start to see their teacher, hey, I can see Miss Emma, I can see Miss Lydia, and they can see their friends. So they are attracted with the songs, with the visuals, with the colors, with all this stimulates their five senses. So they get involved in the lesson, and they participate, and they have benefited. The pandemic did not stop us from teaching, or learning was not paused, and we did not compromise the quality as well. We made sure the resources that were provided to parents, the activities, the lessons carried out were of good quality. We ensure that technology use is age appropriate. That is another big question that often
Yes,
parents
yes.
will ask. Do you think, is technology good for my child? At this point of time, they have to also embrace that we educators, we use age appropriate use of technology, like what Miss Lydia mentioned, the hours that we use, the length of our activities, and the form of technology we use, and the techniques we use, such as songs, showing children pictures, storytelling,
Yeah,
even
video.
doing movement. Yes, even
Yeah.
doing movement activities where the children follow what the teacher is teaching. And at this point of time, we also have to understand that our online teaching suits all kind of learning. Like all of us have different learning style. I may be a visual person, Miss Emma may be an auditory person, and Miss Lydia might be a kinesthetic person. But when we come online, I have to say that every child is given the possibility to learn, and even though they have different learning styles, everybody learns. Nobody is left out. And through, as I mentioned, using book, using songs, or using activities, everybody is taken care of during these lessons, online lessons. And online learning, I would definitely say it caters to all kind of learners, be they visual, be they hands-on, or be they auditory, they are listeners. Everybody is attended to in this online learning.
Okay. So that's a very nice example to
example, yes.
yeah.
To convince parents.
Miss Lydia, you can also share some experience how is online learning be done in Kelapa Gading, because I was there also in few of your classes, and then we can see Miss Zarina, it's even 2 years old child. She engaged to the teacher. Try to sing, try to do the movement.
Because they're very happy to see the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, my teacher, I can see my teacher.
And also, even though sometimes they fell asleep in the middle of the learning, but still it's like we can see that they even the child try to really engage to the teachers. So it's a very good thing that we can do in this pandemic situation. Maybe Miss Lydia, you can share a few of your experience doing online learning with Kelapa Gading.
Yeah, of course, at the first time, it's really challenging for us,
Yeah.
Miss. We adapt well. We try many ways to make our online learning to become fun, to become very excited for the children. Maybe same like other MMI preschool in around the world. We provide our children with an opportunity to explore multiple skills through many activities. Like we send some activities materials like practical life and cultural science experiments, and also we include also storytelling, music movements, and cooking activities, and many more. And we prepared also the home learning package for to our children. We send it every 2 weeks before, complete with the daily and also the weekly lesson plan. So hopefully the parents also can read the guidance, and also they can teach their children at home.
Yeah. So I think that's a very good thing to know, that we can do this online learning effectively. We can do something good to our children, even though this is a pandemic situation, and we know that each of us dealing with our own situation, our own challenge, but still we have to see our children. They need to do something. They need to learn something. Like Ms. Zarina also mentioned, the development cannot wait, cannot stop.
Yes,
Even though it's pandemic, the stimulation must not stop. And this is one of the way that we can do that stimulation. Doing this online learning, attend to this online learning, give something that I know it is good for our children.
Yeah,
Yeah?
and parents are also not left alone. The school works with the parents. Educators
Yes.
put in a lot of effort. No matter wherever they are, the teachers are also preparing the teaching aids, and they also make sure that whatever concept that they are teaching children, they make sure they follow the steps. Children, they make connection with children through their communication with children. So parents are not left alone. They have proper guidance given by the school, given by the educators who know what they are doing, what they are conveying to children.
Yeah, we also
true.
discuss with our parents if is our learning need some
Effective.
progress from their opinion. What is the progress for our online learning from the parents?
Yeah,
That's
and
nice.
Miss Lydia, I think you did the parents-teacher meeting last few days. And
Yeah, on Friday.
how was the response of the parents? I think like we already did this online learning one semester
For almost
already.
8 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost
for
8 months. We
since
did
March.
we do this online learning, and we're going to continue January. We're still doing the online learning, Miss Zarina. Okay,
I see.
so we would like to know, Miss Lydia, how is parents' response on this online learning that that have done by you and all the teachers?
Okay, their response is very nice. The parents happy because they see the children also happy during the online learning, because every day we do some like activities for the children. So not we only singing, but like art and craft. Most of every day we send the materials. We give the art and craft creativity for the children, so it will make them busy.
Yeah.
So they will not, yeah. So they will not run everywhere. So they will, yeah, stay focused on the screen.
I have to
So
agree
far,
with
our parents,
I have to agree with
yeah,
Miss
so
Lydia on this point, whereby online learning has positive influence in children in terms of their eye-hand coordination, their motor skill development, and especially when they are given hands-on activities to do at home.
yeah, correct. Even we make our DIY Montessori, but by the teachers
Yeah.
by themselves. Like we make our own sandpaper, we make our try to make our pink towers, and also like colors, basic colors like that. We send to the parents, we send to the children. So far, their response, they are so happy. The children also happy. Every
Yes.
day they are so excited.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
also know the timing. Oh, it's time to meet my
Yeah,
friend.
my
It's time
teacher.
to
Yeah,
study.
yeah, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know the regular. Yeah, they know the
It has
regular
become
time.
like their
And
daily
then,
routine in school. They know, okay, what
Yeah.
what is
yeah,
first. I will have my Montessori first.
yeah,
After that will be playtime. Then
yeah.
followed. So even they are at home, they it's like a body clock. They know, okay, today I have lesson. I have some time with my teacher and friends.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
already
correct.
get used to it. And
Yes,
it's
Yes,
fun. And Miss Zarina, it's fun to join
true,
the
true,
online learning. And then
true.
I see all the children trying
Excitement.
to, yeah, try to catch the teacher, like, Miss, me. Everyone wants to speak. Everyone wants to dance. Everyone wants to say something like that. It's fun. It's fun.
And we also have to agree that when we do this online teaching, we are able to discuss a variety of topic with children. We
Mm-mm.
are not
Mm-mm.
limited, but when we discuss with children, we can work with so many topics that we want to, so many topics, so many activities that we are able to do with the children.
yeah. We just take the
Okay.
positive from the online learning and we
Yes,
can
Yes.
yes. Keep it up, okay? Okay, so
keep
I
it
think
up.
we're going to the Q&A. There are
Mm.
few questions coming through our Instagram. Miss Lydia, maybe you have also a question. I'm going to start, okay? There is one question. It's about, I'm going to read in bahasa first. Usia berapa kira-kira yang baik untuk dimulai online learning ini dan bagaimana cara mengatasi agar anak-anak tidak bosan dan bagaimana cara melatih mereka. So Miss Zarina, there is a question.
Mm-hmm.
This parent asking, how old is the best age to do this online learning?
Even we
And
have. Mm.
yeah. And if it comes to the younger ages,
Mm-mm.
how can we be with them and train them to enjoy this online learning and how to I mean like
Engage them.
engage them so they are not bored of this online learning.
Has mentioned, we have even we start as young as 2.5, our playgroup children, where parents, we did receive feedback from parents that they are seated on the chair and the parents play the screen on their iPad or desktop, and once they see their friend and teacher there, they are also ready to join in, and the teacher does like we do like warm-up songs. We greet the children to keep, and like what Miss Lydia and yourself you mentioned, that they get very excited when they see the teacher and when they see their friends on screen. So it is the way how we conduct the activities and how we implement the activities for children. Like as I say, I cannot be talking with a straight face or nothing, as if I'm giving commentary. And our
Just
teachers have their
expression.
own style, like they will use
Yeah.
puppet things to attract to the child. So what parents do is that, of course, for a 2.5-year-old, parents also can't leave the child alone. Okay, you are here, this is your teacher, you're going to do online, I have my work to do. Definitely parents have to be there, seated with them. It's okay for parents to also join the lesson.
Yeah.
They also sing the song, then so that they will be able to relate to the child. You remember what Miss Emma taught you? Let's sing the song.
Yeah.
How did Miss Lydia sing? So parents can blend in with the child. Not to say that just leave the child seated. Of course, he's a child, 2.5-year-old, and it's okay if he gets up from the chair to do the actions. So parents be there with the child, and then you can also participate to be part of the lesson to make the child feel, to warm up the child, and gradually when they see their friends and they see their teacher on screen, they will be comfortable. Because they are not seeing strangers or people they don't know, or because they are interacting with their classmates and mostly with the teacher whom they are already attached to. So I don't think they will be shy, or maybe the first starting off first 5-10 minutes, they will be like gazing, they will be looking at the screen, but after that the teachers know their way how to attract children, even when in school
even
they
online.
attract.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Miss Lydia, do you have any question?
Yeah, I have a question in on our Instagram. It said that I'm a working mom. Do you have any tips to me how to deal with the online learning? Because I have to work, and on the other side, I have to guide my child in their online learning.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it depends on the age as well, right, Miss Emma? I
Uh,
mean, for
mm,
a two and a
mm,
half, 3, 4 year old, the parent, not necessarily the parent. If you have a helper, if you have a
mm,
grandparent, just to be around until the child is much more comfortable, then
mm,
you
Okay.
can get your things done. So the parent initially cannot totally leave the child alone. Maybe the
mm,
parent
mm,
will be there. And for older age groups, they are still able to comprehend when we explain to them. But for the younger
Okay.
ones, it's best that parents spend the first few sessions with the child, make sure the child is comfortable and she knows even mommy is not there. I know I have my teacher and I have my friends to relate to. So it will
yeah.
take time. Mm.
Mm-mm. And I think I can add on like Ms. Zarina mentioned that if you need to work to go to the
Mm.
office and
Mm,
then
mm,
you can
mm.
find your grandparents at home
Mm,
or
mm,
maybe your
mm,
helper,
mm, mm.
you can just you discuss you brief them first like
Then,
okay, yeah, it's like this
Yeah.
online learning is from
mm,
this time to this time. I need you to
mm,
be with them. It's okay, just be with them,
mm,
talk to them. So
mm,
let them be like, come. I'm feeling comfortable because I have someone by
somebody.
my side to
Yes,
do this
correct,
online
correct,
learning, something like that,
correct,
right? And then
correct.
and then parents also can, you know, the time like, oh, this online learning already done. Okay, I can
Yes,
call. Hello,
yes.
baby. How was your
How was
online
it?
learning?
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Are you
mm,
happy? What did you
mm,
do? Something like that. So
mm,
it keeps the communication also there between parents and
mm,
the child. So the child also feel like, oh, mommy, even though mommy is in the office, but mommy
mm,
knows what I'm doing
mm.
here.
Very
Mommy
true.
knows what I'm learning, something like that. I can tell mommy about my teacher. I can tell mommy about my lesson. So it is okay if you need to go to the office, you need to work. Of course, lah, we need to work. We
Yes,
have
yes,
priority scale,
yes,
right? But
correct.
at least we spend some time to check on our child, to
Mm,
check at
mm,
home
mm,
is all good,
mm,
something that I need to take care, or something that we need to do after maybe after mommy's coming from work, we can do this activity. Yeah, mommy, I
At
want to
home.
do. Yeah,
And
something like that.
to add on to what Miss Emma has mentioned, the pace of teaching also. Of course, teachers will
Mm.
not. I will not expect. I keep on teaching. You know, the pace
Mm-mm.
of teaching is there. As
Mm-mm.
much as we
Mm-mm.
know in a class, what is my pace? What is my age group of children? What is
Mm-mm.
my pace online also? The pace of teaching and learning suits the child. The teacher is not
Okay.
rushing the child, and the child also doesn't feel rushed. He knows his pace of learning also. So the pace, the timing, the comfort is there.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. Miss Lily, do you have any more question?
Okay, don't have no more ya. Parents
Okay.
or mom, if you have any
Mm-mm.
question, mami juga boleh bertanya dalam bahasa Indonesia. Jika ada yang mau
Yeah, it's
ditanyakan,
okay.
silakan.
Okay, I think we only have another 5 to 7 minutes.
Mm.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have one more question, Miss Zarina.
Yes, Miss Emma.
There is coming a question that
Mm.
the parents is asking apakah online learning ini akan efektif dan bagaimana kalau anak saya sudah mau masuk ke SD, apakah tetap perlu online learning di TK seperti ini? So this is a parents, maybe she has a child around 5 to 6 years old. She's asking, are you sure this online learning is effective to the child? As my child is going to the primary next academic year, so it will be like July 2021. So will it be effective doing this online learning, or I should stop and then just send my child direct to the primary on the next academic year?
I will definitely suggest that the parent continues the learning as from the beginning we have been saying. Do not pause because it's difficult for the child to get back to the momentum. So this online learning will be taught according to the age group. Okay, what is the age group? 5-year-old. I'm preparing the child for primary school life. I will make sure that with our online activities coincide with what we will teach in school, so the child is not left out. And I say, as much as we prepare the child for primary school, it's not just about academic, but it is developing the child as a whole. Providing child for cognitive providing the child with activities to develop their cognitive skills, their linguistic skills, their auditory skills, how they comprehend what the teacher teach, how they follow and carry out the activities. All this also
the
matters
focus
in
and
open
concentration
learning.
also. Yes,
Correct.
yes.
So the
yes.
child is not left out. He knows, okay, instead of in a visual class, I'm seeing my teacher, I'm listening to what my teacher is teaching, and I comprehend what my teacher teach through the hands-on activities, through the follow-up activities done by the child.
Yeah, true. So, Mommy, we think that you can continue with this online learning
Yes,
until
definitely.
your child is ready to the primary school. I mean, we prefer that the child is
In
engaged
the
to
class.
something. Rather than doing nothing and waiting for the primary one, right?
Correct,
It is
correct.
better to have this all learning activities, this all stimulation to prepare your child.
For
Okay?
the primary school life.
Okay. Okay, Miss Lydia, I think it's already time. Yeah, we don't have much time here. Yeah, if we can, we want to keep Miss Zarina until the other hours, but we cannot do that since Instagram will just shut down after 60 minutes.
Okay.
So, okay, Miss Lydia, I think we can ask Miss Zarina to conclude our discussion topic today,
Sure,
and then
sure,
after.
sure.
Yeah, and then after that, I want you, Miss Lydia, to again
Reiterate.
announce to the parents that we are here. MMA Kelapa Gading is ready for this online learning, so don't hesitate coming and join our online learning, something like that. Okay, Miss Zarina, your time.
Yeah, so I would definitely like to encourage parents to do consider the factors that we have shared today. And as much as we are living in the 21st century skills, that we always say that, all of us need the 21st century skills, don't forget that online learning develops the 21st century skills in our young learners, and it prepares them for lifelong learning. It prepares them not only for school, but their lifelong learning, and it prepares them for life. In fact, we carry this throughout our life. And don't forget, online learning also, it's a potentially life-changing experience. We may not be able to predict what future has for us, but as we move on, as technology is growing, so parents do consider about this online learning for children. As you are updated with the technology, you are in line with what is happening in our world today.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Lydia, your turn.
Okay, moms, please do not skip your child's school because the golden period of your child should not be paused. Let us provide a stimulation for our children by giving the best for them so their abilities still can develop properly. School is one of the ways to transfer knowledge and stimulation. And also, there are some reasons why you should join us at MMI Kelapa Gading.
Don't forget,
Promotion.
MMI is always the best.
Yeah.
Make MMI your first choice.
Okay, and also we open for the trial class. If you want to join, we have 5-level class moms. We have a baby and mom from 6 months to 1 year old. We have an infant cup also 1 to 2 years old. We have toddler town from 2 to 2 years old. Nursery class 3 to 5 years old, and the biggest class is Kinderworld, 5 to 7. Yeah, Kinderworld. Okay, so come and join us.
Join us.
Yes.
Okay, you will get whatever you need, parents. You don't have to worry. Our teachers already prepare everything. Yeah.
And because we have always seen what you are always doing in Kelapa Gading. It's very nice to see, like when you post about children, what they are doing as educators. We can relate to, what you are doing and how you keep children engaged.
Okay. And we always support each other, right?
Yes. We can't wait.
It doesn't matter Singapore, Jakarta.
Yes.
The love is in the air. Yeah. Okay, Miss Lydia, back to you.
Okay, I represent of MMA Preschool Kelapa Gading would like to say thank you so much, Miss Zarina and also
Thank
Miss
you.
Emma for your time today. Thank you. A lot of knowledge about learning, about online learning we can get from the
Yes.
discussions. And moms, don't forget
Mm.
to follow our Instagram at MMI Indonesia, at MMI Kelapa Gading, and also at MMI Academy. Hopefully
Yes.
one day I can meet in the person, okay, Miss
Yes,
Zarina,
sure,
please
sure, sure,
come
Yeah, of
and
sure.
visit
Yeah, I can't
us.
course.
wait.
Please come and visit us at
Yes,
MMA
I can't
Preschool
wait.
Abagadi.
Sure, sure. It's my
And
pleasure.
yeah, and at the end of this year also, hopefully on 2021, the pandemic will be end soon.
Yes, yes.
Everything will be better, and children hopefully will back to come to school
Yeah.
and back to normal again. Thank you so much. Send my
Thank
regard
you,
to all everyone there
everybody.
in MMI
Thank you very
Singapore,
much.
MMI Academy.
Thanking Miss
Thank you so much,
Emma.
Miss
Thank you
Zarina.
so much, Miss Lydia. Wishing all parents, everybody watching this video, wishing everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Make sure that you make good plans for 2021 and make sure that MMI is part of your plan.
Yes. So
Okay.
everyone stay safe, stay
Yes.
healthy. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
Yay.
Okay. Bye, Miss Lydia. Miss Zarina, bye-bye. Thank
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye.
you.
much. Okay, so moms, is online learning is a good choice? When there is no face-to-face of learning over, online learning is the most, that's something that we can do. And by the studying at home with online learning, it is hope that we will continue to stimulate our children's creativity and able to develop their full of potentials. And we here at MMI Preschool Kelapa Gading will continue to adapt and also provide the qualified teaching for our children. So once again, come and join us and come join our learning. We will give the best education for our children. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you. See you again in other IG Live Talk. Okay, bye. MMI Preschool Kapagadi, where the children learn with love. See you.